Hello and welcome to this new tutorial video. Today, we are going to learn how to use the document signing link generation feature for documents with multiple signers. It significantly improves your document workflows, cutting down on time and making the signature process much faster. Let's see how we can set it up. Here is a template I have already uploaded and configured for two signers. As you can see, one role is assigned to me, and the other is assigned to the email column. This second person will also need to fill in this form data, while I will simply be signing it. For demonstration purposes today, I'll be completing both of these roles. Let's save this and go back to see how to activate the feature. We'll scroll all the way down to the Share and Track section inside the GetSign settings and toggle it on. Next, we need to select a status column and a specific value that will trigger the link generation. I have a status column called Document Status, and I've created a value named Generate Link. Whenever the document status is changed to Generate Link, it will start the process of creating the signing link. We also need a column to store that link. I've already created a signing link column for this, but you can easily create one now if you haven't already. I'll select that column. You'll also notice the email validation toggle. When this is turned off, the signer assigned to that email will not be asked to enter an OTP. When it is turned on, an OTP will be required. Let's test the first workflow with email validation turned off and click Save. I'll create a new item on this board. Now I can trigger the link generation by changing our status value. You can see the automation is running, and the sign-in link will appear right here. Now that the link is generated, I will click on it. The page will first ask which signer we are. I'll select the email role and click Continue. It now prompts me to fill out the form fields first before moving on to signing, since this role was assigned those specific fields. I'll quickly fill in some random values here and click OK. Next, I'll click Continue to sign. As you can see, all the values from the form are now populated on the document. I'll add my signature and finish the process. As soon as this is done, you can see the status updates to show that one person has signed. Now, I'll click the link again and sign as the second person on the document. This time, it takes me straight to the signing page because my role doesn't have any form fields assigned. Once signed, the document is finalized. I'll close the window, and you can see the process is complete, with the signed quotation appearing right here. Next, let's look at how to turn on email validation to see how it makes the process much more secure. I'll create a new item. Now we need to update our settings to include email validation. I will toggle this on and save it. Everything else remains the same, except now I will have to enter an OTP before I can sign. I'll change the status to trigger the link. The automation runs, and the new link is generated. I'll click on the link, select my role, and click Continue. This time, it asks me to enter an OTP. I'll go ahead and find that code in my inbox. I'll copy the verification code, paste it here, and continue. This adds a great layer of security, ensuring that only people authorized to sign can access the document. I'll add my signature, click Finish, and back on the board, you can see that one person has successfully signed. After the second person signs, the process will be completed, and the final signed quotation will appear in this column. This is how you can use the document signing link for multiple signers inside GetSign. Thank you for watching, and keep using GetSign.